G'day guys, welcome to another high country trip. This time we're starting Licola and we're going to head up into Dargo. We're here on Tambaritha Road, just aired down. We've got food and supplies for about 6 days. Not sure if you can hear me with all these cicadas going sick in the background. But anyway, we are ready to hit the road for like 6 days. So first stop is Caledonia River. We're on Tambaritha Road, going to go down Dingo Hill track and get to Caledonia River and hopefully have a dip tonight. So we're heading down Dingo Hill track, the famous switchbacks on Dingo Hill. Being in a shorty, I generally don't need to take the 3-point turn. So there's one benefit of the short wheelbase. So coming down towards, I think, one of the last switchbacks, and then it'll be the final descent into Caledonia River track. We have found our first camp for the night. This is probably one of my favourite campsites in all of the Vic High Country that I've ever done. It's people that know it would know it as Dingo Camp. It's basically right at the bottom of Dingo Hill and Caledonia River. You could easily drive past it and not even know about it. Camped here a couple of times and really love it. There is some rock pools right here that I'm going to show you right now. Last couple of times I was here, a tree had come down and this main rock pool was full of trees. I actually tried to start clearing it, but yeah, I ran out of fuel for my chainsaw, so I did what I could. But it looks like somebody has cleared it up a bit, and further up there's even a couple more rock pools. So I'll show you a camp and show you these rock pools. Okay, it's dinner time. We're gonna have burgers for dinner. I'm gonna cook them on the fire. I've got the grill out today. I'm not gonna use the jet boil. So as you can see, I've got that folded out and warming up. I've got some Wagyu beef burger patties, which are right here. Just take them out of the bag. When I take meat and stuff that I've bought, I take them out of the pack because it just takes up way too much space. I put them in the sandwich bag. Yeah, heaps more room in your fridge then. Just going to put some tasty cheese, tomato and some salad, and we have some sauces here, so mustard, tomato, mayo, whatever we want, it's all there. So yeah, pretty simple one tonight. Let's get cooking. Patties are on. That won't take too long. Got a couple of bread rolls here. I'm just spewing I didn't bring any pickles. I'd love pickle or gherkin or something. Anyway, might chuck a bit of bacon on. And there we have it. Pretty simple. Just chucked a bit of bacon in there. Like I said, I wish I had a gherkin. Excuse the bugs. A little bit of extra protein. Boom. Delish. So morning of day 2. Didn't sleep the best, but that's pretty par for the course with me and camping. I never sleep well on the first night for some reason. Yeah, had a bit of an early night. It's pretty hot this morning already. It's about 9 o'clock. So we're going to head off to either Wonnangatta Valley, where the Wonnangatta River is, or there's another spot where I've never been before, which is the Humphreys River. There's a few campsites I can see on the maps there, so we'll check that out. Yeah, just slow pack up this morning, and yeah, we'll make our way out of Caledonia River track up Howard Plain, and then decide probably what we're going to do from up there, or maybe we'll even decide what we're going to do from down here, but I don't know. Slow and leisurely today. I'll have a bit of fun.
We used to days, you and me. 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 If should
Doing Caledonia River track right now. This track has about 8 or 9 river crossings, or fords if you want to call them that. I think we've done about half of them so far. The river's pretty low, always during summer. It's never poses a problem. When you're closer to the track closures, it does get up a bit, and sometimes you get a bit of over bonnet action. But yeah, we're about halfway through the crossings, and then we start our climb out to Howard Plain.
We used to base on you and me. We used to base on you and me.
So we are pretty much at the end of all the river crossings and the flat part down the bottom. We're going to be climbing out now. There are some pretty steep sections, nothing too crazy on Caledonia River Track. All that is like a highway now, which is very disappointing. So thank you Parks for grading all that. That actually was a really fun track once upon a time. So now climbing out and to Howard Plain, where I'm sure there'll be shitloads of flies. So we're nearing the top, of Caledonia River Track. There used to be a couple of little rock steps up here. I'm not sure if they're still here. This top section doesn't seem to have been changed much with the grading and all that. So hopefully they're still there. But yeah, you can see some of the old track was still there and it looked nice and rough. But yeah, this track's a highway now, so great camping, but it's a highway, so that four-wheel driving aspect is not so good on this track anymore. But yeah, we're almost at Howard Plain, so we'll see how the rest of the track is. So we had lunch at Howard Hut. The next plan is to go to Zeka Spur down into the Wonnangatta Valley, but instead of taking the Wonnangatta track, we're going to go on Riley, I think it's called Riley track, and then hit Humphreys track and come down that to check out the camps along the river there. I've never been there, so we'll check that out. If nothing's going there, we'll head back onto the Wonnangatta. So yeah, we're just up here, about to turn off onto the Zinca. Let's go into that bit because it looks fun.
I'm gonna get out. Do you want to get out?
Okay. About the hardest thing on this trip. So we finished Zeka Spur. Again, it's just another highway, all graded. So now we're in the Wonnangatta Valley, heading to Riley's track. That'll get us onto Humphreys River track, and we'll see if we can find a camp there, fingers crossed. We are on Humphrey River track, and not really impressed with the 3/4 of the campsites we've seen on it. We're getting towards the end of it. Hopefully there's a couple more there. If not, we'll find something on the Wonnangatta. So yeah, just doing this steep bit now, and then think we'll see these last couple of campsites. So we found a camp spot on old Wonnangatta track, or just off that. We tried Humphrey River track and didn't really find anything that we really liked. Seems like all the camp spots there are just off the river, where we like to be right on it. We've set up camp right next to the river. We have some access, I'll show you here. It's trickling, not really roaring, but yeah, pretty nice view. Camp set up, and we just the car's been reading like 40 degrees or something like that, so we're just trying to cool down and wait till the sun goes down and then make some dinner. Rightio, it is dinner time tonight. I keep being told by all Indian people that saag is the best curry you can have. So I've never had saag curry, so I thought I'm going to pick up a packet of saag curry and cook saag curry on this trip with some chicken thigh. So I've got everything here. I'll get rice, beers. These are good, great brand, and got the jet boil out, of course. Got the pot for the rice. That's already like pre-done. I just put a bit of water in there to get that going, and some chicken thigh and onion. I'm going to cut up the onion and put that in with the sauce, but I'll cook the chicken first. So yeah, here we go. So that's cooking. Got it on a pretty low simmer. Love this jet boil. I just put a little bit of called Wonnangatta from like Croatian product. It's just like a, I don't know, it's just bloody amazing. Put it on everything and it makes it taste good. So I just seasoned it with a bit of Wonnangatta. And yeah, we just have to wait till this cooks now. So the chicken thigh is done and smells delish. Got the onion on, simmering that.
I'm going to add the sag sauce very shortly. So the sag sauce is in, simmering. And the chicken thigh cooked in this before is only going to add to that flavour. As you can see, that's cooked to perfection. So we're almost there. Just once this heats up a bit, I'll chuck the rice on for a little bit, and voila, dinner is served. Okay, it's dinner time. Got some nice fluffy basmati rice. You can see there. And then the old sag chicken thigh sauce.
Bon appetit, guys. Morning, everyone. Day 3. Slept magnificently last night. A lot of flies here. And today we're going to make our way to Morocco, I think it's called, track, where there's some river camps, and we're going to hopefully stay there for a couple of days if it's a good spot, which we really hope it is, because yeah, yesterday was a bit much with 6 hours of driving, and I mean, being like 41 degrees or whatever it was. So we'll get to this camp and set up for a couple of days, hopefully. Yeah, gonna make some brekkie, bacon and eggs today, and pack up and go.
So we have just come up Hearn Spur. That's probably the hardest stuff we've done the whole trip so far. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it is quite steep. Yeah, so now we're sort of at the top of the ridge, going along Cynthia Range track, and going to dive down into that Morocco track. Looking at the new tracks maps, all the other tracks have some info on it, but that one doesn't seem to have anything logged, so we'll log something for you, James, from New Tracks. So we're coming down Eagle Vale track, or Eagle Vale Creek track. We've just been on Wombat Range track, and I'll tell you something, never done these two tracks, and the views are fantastic. Absolutely 360 panoramic views. It's very steep, so if you're scared of steep tracks, don't recommend it, but yeah, these views are beautiful. You look right into the Wonnangatta Valley, and yeah, all the mountains surrounding it. We have arrived at our 2-day campsite. We wanted to just find somewhere that we could rest and sort of be near a river for 2 days over this next 2 days of heat. Today was supposed to be hot, but it's actually overcast and cooled down a bit. I mean, it's still hot and a bit muggy, but
compared to yesterday, it's beautiful now. So yeah, we've set up, we found a spot, second last spot I think on Wonnangatta Creek track. Yeah, there's some cool little bits on the track, nothing like in terms of a four-wheel driving sense, but get beautiful views of the Wonnangatta River along it. Yeah, just nice new part that I haven't been to. So we found a spot, it's pretty cool. I'll show you around. Nice and open, that's how I like campsites. Got a bit of tree cover too. We've got these big cliffs out there. We've got both awnings out because we're going to stay here for 2 days if it's going to be hot. Yeah, we want some good shade. Just opened the bonnet when we got here to cool the engine down. Been driving for about 6 hours. No, not 6 hours, 4 hours. My wife, Katerina,
It's changing right now. Anyway, I'm trying to get rid of
is
this rock.
preparing our sleeping quarters. Everything's out. Tomorrow I'll get the solar blanket out. It's a bit overcast at the moment, so I'm not going to bother with that right now. The awning. Already got some wood cut up for us. And the river. And I must say it's pretty nice here. We went up, we tried a couple other spots further towards Wonnangatta station. They weren't that nice, but here, not bad. Feels like it's going to rain. It feels like it's going to rain, but I don't know if it will. I'm just glad that we've got a bit of relief from what has been a couple of hot days. So we've got this nice beautiful little river next to us and I'm kicked back for a couple of days. So unfortunately at the last campsite I wanted to have a shower with my Glind hot water system, which I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. But me, the doofus, there's nothing wrong with the system, but that fitting there, I had a garden hose click-on point there, and as soon as I banged it on, it just snapped off because it was plastic and probably rubbish and cheap. So no shower for me this trip. But anyway, what I will be doing is putting some brass fittings there so they don't dissolve like that did. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know that. Well, dinner's on the prep. We've got, we're gonna do potato jacket dinner, I guess you want to call it. Very simple, going in the fire, they're already in there. So under the coals there. Under there is potato goodness. And we're gonna put some tuna, some sweet corn and some onion and mayonnaise and maybe even some cheese if we want to like really get like fancy. I cannot wait.
So the potatoes are Dunskies, and it's a rarity in our household that I'm not cooking. But these look very delish. So it's just some tuna, onion and corn with some cheese, and we are gonna eat now.
The morning of day 4, slept alright. Woke up a couple of times in the middle of the night, couldn't really get back to sleep, but slept alright. And it's bloody hot already this morning, so probably a wise decision to not be in the car and moving around. We're just had some coffee. Basically just going to kick back today. Yeah, jump in the river a few times, and yeah, just relax. Howdy folks, we're on Wonnangatta Junction Creek track, cooking up a bit of dinner tonight. We've got pork and fennel sausages with a little bit of spud on the fire, which we're going to put onto the we're going to cut that into like wedges or chips or something, and put that on the pan. Get that lower. So yeah, and then we even might blend all that with some bottom drawer. Black beans. That. Beautiful. Let's see how we go.
Finished product: pork, fennel sausages, baked beans, and some fire spud.
Rightio, morning of day 5. We're up nice and early today. It's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Tried to get up before the heat. Today's going to be apparently the hottest day with a forecast of 42. So we want to get going early. Plan is to get to the Avon River. Never been there before. So to do that we have to get through Goat Bluff. Now the last time I did Goat Bluff, my shock broke. No, not the last time. I've done it about 3 times. The first time I did it, which was my wife and I's first camping trip together, my rear shock blew out on Goat Bluff. So yeah, been down it and up it since then as well. So yeah, it'll be good to revisit Goat Bluff on our way to the Avon Wilderness. So we are packing up and we'll be off very shortly. I get quite a few people asking me about this cargo netting I've got on my roof liner. So that is from Mud Stuff UK. I could probably stretch it out further to go towards the front, but as you can see it reaches my front seat. So that carries 2 pillows, 2 X-Ped mattresses and my sleeping bag. So all you've got to make sure is that when you put it in, put enough of these clips so you can stretch it out, otherwise it will sag. You have to stretch it out as much as possible to get it holding everything up. But yeah, it's really good. Saves heaps of space for us, obviously being in the shorty. So yeah, just thought I might show people a bit more of that, because they get asked about that flat stick. So Mud Stuff UK I got that from. I'm not sure on the size. I got a whole bunch of different ones. So I bought like that one for my back door to hold the first aid stuff. I've also bought one for here to hold some extra stuff on the back of the box. Even for my cubby boxes, there's one inside there, a small one. So yeah. Start Goat Bluff. I don't think we're going to see much traffic because we're here at like 9 o'clock in the morning, which is good because last time I was here I remember it being like Berg Street. So yeah, it's quite hot already. I think it's like 38 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, let's go do Goat Bluff.
that's us. Got to the top of Billy Goats, took about 40 minutes from the bottom. So yeah, not too bad. Look, it can be hard on your car, yeah, but it's not a overly hard track in my opinion. If you pick your lines, you're sweet. But again, the track does change when it gets graded. It's a bit easier. When it hasn't been for a while, obviously a bit harder. So there's a couple of holes. I got caught up in one bit, probably because I was going a bit too slow. But other than that, everything was quite simple and easy. So we're going to get out onto the road, I think, and head down to the Avon River. So there's a bit of tree over the track over here. We're on Old Wonnangatta Road, so do the bloody right thing, clear the tree. To the Avon River, hopefully find the camp. We've come up Old Wonnangatta Road, which is just sort of high-speed track, no issues, and then you've got up onto this Mount Angus track, and the views are spectacular up here. There's actually a really nice camp spot. I reckon if you ever wanted to camp up here, would be here. So we are going to cut our trip short. We got to Avon River and look, it's 40 plus degrees and the river has got like green muck and stuff in it. I think we're a little bit over it with the hot temperatures we've had and the flies and everything, and it's been, I'm pretty happy with the trip anyway as it's been. So we've both made a executive decision to head home. So probably cut it a day short, but that's all right. We're pretty happy we got away and we got to see a lot of new stuff that we haven't seen. So we are heading out. I think we're going to head out through to Mafra and home. So
Bon voyage!